Hello, guys. We are here once more, and we have one independent artist from the USA, and now it's about hip hop. I feel that he's the first one about hip hop, right? From the hip hop scene. No, there are not the first one, but we are going to have this one that's something different than the normal rap and hip hop we are talking about normally. So let's learn who you are and where you are right now, and then we are going to start talking about your personal life and also your career.
I am Vernon Jeffries, but I go by my stage and artist name B Train. I am currently residing in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and I just moved into my my new house. I was living in an apartment before, but I needed more space for my instruments, so I got this house. And just built my studio from scratch, as you can see with the pads and all.
Oh, so you are producing your songs. You have a studio, right? It's a home
Yep,
studio.
yep, my personal built home studio.
That's amazing. You just have to speak a little bit louder because I can't hear you properly, right? Good. So I can see that you are recording your songs and you are also producing, and also you are using the voice of other artists. How does that work? Because I have our audience. There is a lot of younger people. They want to know how to build a career, for example. And in this case, you are doing music in a different way. So you are recording your songs, you are producing at home, and also using the voice of other artists and samples, etc. How does that work? Can you talk about that a little bit?
Oh, sure, absolutely. So when I'm making like a single or an album, I start thinking in my head, or it's like what I want my music to sound like, and I usually, and if I get a sample of of someone's voice, I go to there's a great thing about the internet these days. Like there's a bunch of websites that you can go to, like there's Tracklib, there's Splice, there's this one website, I forget the acronym, but I think my favorite overall is Tracklib, because they have like real music in on their website, and they're also music by like real musicians who agree with the site that yeah, any artist can, like, who wants to sample their songs, can do it at a pretty decent price. As like most licenses they're selling is like a 50 like a that costs $50 if I want to sell my music with their sample. So what and since I'm mostly an instrumentalist, like I'm not really comfortable with singing, because like, although I can sing, I consider myself a pretty decent singer, but that's not my forte. So I put more of my like focus on instrumentals. And if I want to use like someone's voice, I would either get a sample license from like Tracklib, or any royalty free samples online that contain a voice. But it's but sometimes I'll have connections, or I would find artists online who wants to sing on my project. Like, for example, in my second album, it's titled "A Wandering Soul." It's the second uh, the second oh yeah, the second song on the album, called "The Fall." I collaborated with an artist from Austria. Her name is Basic. It's spelled Besic, and she is an artist and musician who can sing and do production stuff. So when I saw she that she had an offer to sing on someone's song, I contacted her saying like, "Hey, I got this album coming up. Do you want to sing on this track?" She said, Certainly." So I sent her the track. She sang on it, sent it back to me, and then I got finished the recording.
Was that
And
easy? She just said, yeah, of course. Like that.
Oh
You are
yeah, oh yeah,
lucky. You
yeah.
are
It's like,
lucky, man.
well, that's because she was also offering her service, so I had to pay her a good amount of money to like sing on to sing on my song. But I want to add also like on my third album, which we're talking now, Lo-Fi Sensation. I think that it's either the sixth or seventh song, Painful Past. Actually, that was actually done by a friend who I met at my church. I think and she's a really good singer. She's done like some like she's done some like shows in the
Just a
area.
question. We now we are talking about Lo-Fi Sensation that's on Spotify already with 10 different songs, right? 10 tracks.
Yep, ten
Okay,
tracks.
it goes from Gone Fishing to Block Party,
Hmm.
right?
Yep, that's
So
correct.
okay, good. So I am really curious because you we are talking about hip hop and also you are using samples and electronic effects, etc. And also the voice of other artists. But you are the producer. It's your talent. So I'm curious to know what are you doing with those samples and voices, etc. Because it's not easy to learn how to produce music. So were you studying or this is just natural talent?
Um, ac- Actually, it's both like studying and natural talent. My journey started when like during 2020 when like everything was locked down. Obviously, I was I had a friend who is also who like was a music teacher, and he taught me piano and guitar before. So and then one time I hit him up and would tell him like, hey, I just bought like Reason Studios. And now that got me curious on wanting to learn music production. So he taught me like the steps and what I and all the different types of mixes that I need to do. And he gave me like types of songs to produce. I had to either produce a hip hop song, a trap song, Afrobeat song, or an R&B song.
Oh,
And
that's amazing. So you have those mix of styles on your last album?
No, no, it's all of it on my album is just lo-fi hip hop. This was before I sold my music, and reason why he had me do all those is that I so that I can find like which type of style I'm best at. And out of all of those, I would say I'm really best at producing hip hop tracks. And since I'm already familiar with hip hop, I used to listened to a lot of it back when I was in middle school, and then so kind of wandered away from it, but then came back to it and realized that I'm good at this stuff. So
Okay, that's good. So you told me something about the church. Were you learning music at the church too?
um yeah, because as a musician at the church, I had to like I was the I was the main drummer at the church. Then sometimes I would switch to piano, and every Sunday we had to learn like a different songs to play in front of the congregation. And what got me in music was in part due to my mother because she was a very talented pianist at the church, and every day I would watch her practice at home and with like either like two keyboards. And after watching her, that's what got me interested in doing music. So I followed in her footsteps. She saw it and was like, I would like to put my son in a band. And that was the start of my musical journey.
So this is where you live now, Lansdale, right?
Uh, well, yeah, that's my former address. Now I'm in North Wales, which is right next to Lansdale.
Okay, okay, close to Lansdale. I don't know. I'm curious about the USA. I was about to travel to the USA some time ago, but it was like Miami. It was not close, right? It's another side of the country. So, but anyway, I like that the USA culture. You have a lot of subgenre of hip hop. Uh, the rappers, they are singing, mixing with a lot of different music genres, and this is what makes things differently, because the USA is a big mix of different cultures, and I admire that. So I'm curious about your song. I will just ask you now where people can find you. Social networks, you have a website, Spotify. What's your name on social networks? The handle, the social networks handle.
Uh, First you can find me on Instagram as btrain music one, and there's no dash between the B and the T, so just enter all lowercase. So you can find me there on Instagram. You can also find me. Oh, also I am on Spotify, and there is a dash between the B and the T. So I'm on Spotify. I'm known as btrain B uppercase B dash uppercase T, and the rest of the words B train. And I also have a YouTube page. It's also titled B Train I think B Train Official. You can find me on YouTube there. And I'm actually on a lot of social media sites, but you can easily find me on my. I actually have a website where I sell different beats to artists. It's at www.btrainmusic.com. You just click on click on the link, and you'll find my main page, my biography, like the different beats I'm selling. And I'm also currently working on a sample pack or more. I'm planning to release those in the future. And you can find all my social media links there.
Right. So, are you on TikTok too?
Mhm. Oh yeah, I'm on TikTok too. Yeah, it's like my Instagram page, at underscore B train music.
Great, great, great. So, if any artist, independent artist, they want to record a song with your production, so you are selling beats, right? You are making beats and selling on your website. That's vtrain.com.
Yep, btrainmusic.com.
vtrainmusic.com, also on Spotify. I'm gonna share one of your songs right now, because normally we have independent artists, they sing using or a cappella or using a playback. In your case, you are the producer. So is there any song that you'd like to promote right now? Because I'm gonna share during the interview.
Oh, thank you. So the first song I'd like to showcase is "Painful Past." That's the one done by that's the one done by the singer and a personal friend of mine. So,
Okay, so let me see. Can you see my screen right now?
yep, I can see your screen. It's song number 8.
Song number 8, Painful
Mhm.
Past.
Yep.
Great. So I can see you have many, many, many releases here in 2022. That's amazing, man. You didn't stop.
Nope. Nope. After I did my first album, it was called, I think it was called titled my quiet room. I figured that well, it's like, oh, I really like doing this, so I kept on releasing, and that and I'm definitely planning to release more songs this year or next year, as long
Great.
as I got the studio equipment.
You started with My Quiet Room during the
Yep.
pandemic, during
Uh,
lockdowns.
yep. This was during the lockdowns, although things were starting to ease up a little bit. But I was still, but yeah, but we were still like sort of on a quarantine. So during this time, I feel like, oh, I need something to do. I'll make it. I just got done learning production. I'll make an album. So
Great. That was a good idea. A lot of people was just getting depressed at home. You decide to make music and start your release. That's incredible. That's really really good. And also an example for everyone. When you are in a situation that you are not very comfortable, in this case was quarantine and lockdowns, make music. This is like a therapy. Look, V Train, he just got like one album in 2021, and then he kept just uploading singles to Spotify. A second album, 2022, I Wonder in Soul, and then some singles, and now the third album, Lo-Fi Sensation. Great. Let's go to the track number eight. Number eight, Painful Past. Wow, that's really, really interesting. Super different from everything I saw in my whole life. So you are mixing classical music and hip hop, lo-fi hip hop. This is great. This is really, really interesting. That's the first time I'm listening to something like that, and I can see this is really creative. Um, Not that kind of song, like mainstream song, but it's a niche, right? By what I understand as a producer, it's a niche, and also you are already building an audience, an international audience, because I saw on your Spotify right now that you have people in São Paulo, Brazil, from where I came, listening to your songs. That's good. And you are in the USA. I am in the UK right now. So can you see how your music is just traveling the world? This is good.
Yeah, yeah, and actually, and I get, and it happened because like I got advice from people. It's like, yeah, just put it out there and see who takes it. And I think, and the thing I forget, there was like a radio station in Brazil. They came across my work and they're like, It's like, hey, we want to promote your music. Will you let us do it? And I said, sure, sure, go right ahead, absolutely. So they started advertising and playing it, and then I woke up and saw it's like people in Brazil are really digging lo-fi. So
All right, that's interesting, man. I like it, and this is an initiative. Like you said, you are producing that song you are listening right now with our friends, right? There is a participation. It's a partnership.
hmm
Okay, a painful past.
hmm
That's one. So, is there any other one you want to promote? That's something different like that, like different than mainstream music. Because I just realized your songs are for that. It's to experiment another kind of music, different sensations, and maybe the best way to be listening to that. You can correct me if I'm wrong. The best way to listen to that is with really good earphones and relaxing, right? What do you feel? Is it for that?
Uh, yeah, most of my songs are for that because well, with lo-fi music, with the terrible sound qualities that are done, and in my case, they're done on purpose just to like replicate what music like in the the late like 20th century sounded like very bad and not good quality. But
Yeah, I can listen. So for some, I know you are using an effect to do that, but at that time, was the low quality of the recording systems that made that sound of how can I say vinyl? You know, the record playing the
You
old
mean
ones.
vinyls,
Yeah,
right? Like the vinyls and the record players.
is it you are using that effect, right?
Yep. Yep. It's good. It's good. There's a vinyl effect that I got for free, there's another one that I got from this one really good website called Synatics. Yeah, they offer sample packs and also effects, and they have this really good effect I just used that can replicate lo-fi and different other effects.
Okay, is there any song here you can show me? Which effect is it?
Let's see. There's a lot of that, so I can't so
The
hard for
best
me.
one, the best one.
Alright. The one I can think of is Gloomy Morning on my second album, Wandering Soul. I think that
Oh,
is also
let me just go there then. So I'm gonna share and you just guide me. Can you see my screen right now?
yeah
Spotify?
yeah. Oh
Good.
actually oh actually I actually want to promote the third song on here listed, If I Could Fly. Yeah, that is interesting because that single came out the same time as as my third album, but I wouldn't include it, but I already released my album, so I decided to release this as a single.
Okay, I know the song is here because this is one of the most popular. Oh, you have almost 7,000 plays on that song, The Fall. That's amazing. Wow. Okay, I know the song is here. If I could fly, but I want to show the full album. So you said was a second album.
Yep, the second album.
Let
That
me.
one has 12 songs. I think that's the most I've done on an album so far.
Okay, so that song is from this album.
Yep. Oh, actually, it's number nine. I think. Yep. This.
I just wanna start a new day. Come on and wake up, everybody.
Great. Look, this is hypnotic, really. You just pay attention to the song and you just go and go and go and that's it. It's like a traveling to another dimension listening to it. With a very good earphone must be amazing. And especially after, I can imagine, after a day that you are stressed, working and tired, and then you just relax and listen to this song must be like a therapy. Really, I'm gonna do that because I like the experience. Because music. People just think that music is for radio, TV, commercial things. No, music is for experience. And normally people don't know how to listen to music because they want to listen to music only in a party or only when they are very active. And they forget to listen to music to relax and feel the experience and experiment different sensations, different emotions, right? What do you think about this?
Yeah, absolutely. And it's interesting, like when you said like, because like in America, there's different like types of subgenre in music, and especially with hip hop, with the most popular being like trap music, is with like the 808s and like extra hi hat patterns, and that's been and so that's been like a really popular subgenre in hip hop in like the past few years, but but then there are some producers like me who really dig the old school like boom bap hip hop feel, and we just and we want and reason why we like this music and combined with lo-fi better is because like we although we do like trap music, like nothing wrong with listening to that, but we also want to keep like the cool like the core aesthetics of hip hop. Whereas like so it's like we like to keep it like underground. We don't want to just play it for like parties and such. We want to play it for we want to play it for different things, like when working or like when working at a desk or just relaxing. Yeah,
Yeah, but
there's
you are doing something underground, but you have like 7,000 plays in just one song. So this is really really good. I want to listen to that song too, but first let's listen to this one. If I could fly, cause was your indication, right?
Mhm.
Okay, let's do it.
If I could fly,
Oh my
where
god.
would I go? If I could fly, where would I go? If I could fly, oh, where would I go? If I could fly.
Man, I can see you are in many different playlists. That's good. How did you do that?
Um, yeah, it's
People are
interesting.
just discovering you, discovering your songs on Spotify.
Yeah, and yeah, because I've been submitting to like different curators who are into lo-fi hip hop, and once they and most of them when they hear my song, they're like, oh this sounds awesome. We like to add it to our playlist, and and I that gets me excited. It's like yeah, it's like it's like oh please thank you. That like definitely add it to your playlist. So.
That's really good, man. Congratulations for your artistic career, because you know it's not easy to start in the middle of a pandemic releasing songs, and it's so difficult to promote, and you just made it. That's really really good. I'm really enjoying to see how you are developing and so fast, because just a year, right?
Yep, just
Since you
one
started
year.
releasing on Spotify, just a year, right?
Hmm.
Right, that's good. That's great. I have a question, and this is about personal life. So, you are 25 years old, right?
29 years old.
29 years old. How it worked during your life when you started? Like, oh, I want to be a producer. I'm gonna try to learn by myself or learn with somebody else. How it was when you started?
Yeah, yeah, it's like I said before, like it started during the like pandemic, and before then, like I already had a studio, but at that time, I was mostly playing like acoustic guitar because I was for some reason got interested in learning like blues music, but then after a while, I got after buying Reason, I got me curious, but like it's like oh let me try producing, and then it took me a while to find which niche do I fit in, and then at some point I discovered like on YouTube like lo-fi girl, this girl who's like always like you see on YouTube is always studying and writing on a paper. I saw like that got millions of views, and it surprised me at first because like they call it like a hip hop channel, and I was and like me like every other people we consider like hip hop like just for rappers. But then I mostly I mostly heard instrumentals on this page, and I'm like oh I want to produce hip hop music that's independent of rappers or can be used in both ways. So the so so from that point on, I started practicing producing lo-fi hip hop music, and then I got some like feedback saying that telling me like I've gotten too it doesn't sound like lo-fi. I gotta like stick within it, and so like each album is me getting better at it, and also getting new equipment and also new plugins for my DAWs that makes it makes it more that makes the lo-fi aesthetic stand out, and that's all from there.
So, just for the audience to understand, because we are talking here the technical about the technical side of the music production, the style of music you are producing. So you need to force to be lo-fi, because this is actually no low quality. So you have to create.
Yeah, and I did all on my own. And it's like yeah, when it was just me and my one two bedroom apartment actually, because I was living at my brother. I was living with my brother at the time, so
Yeah,
I
but
figured
I'm talking about the effect of being lo-fi. So you need to force it with plugins, etc. You because we know we today we have equipment. Even if you have a home studio, we have equipment to do high quality music. And Spotify, they have a standard, otherwise they don't accept the song when you do the upload, so they can reject a song if it's low quality. But in this case it's lo-fi only about the effects, but you are forcing the effects to be like vinyl effects, etc., and old tapes, right? There is a kind of effects of old tapes.
Yep, that's correct.
Also,
Yep, all of it is forced.
what kind of softwares we can use to do that?
Um, there are a couple good websites like I listed before. Like Isotope has free a free plugin that you can download that does the final
And the
effects.
plugin goes to which software you are using?
I mainly use FL Studio and Cubase, but it can work with any DAW. So
All right, so
okay.
great. So, how it worked about school? Because you are 29 now, and when we started producing music, it wasn't now. Because I can see you know how to play four different instruments. So when we started involved with music, which age? Which how can I say? Uh, how did you do to conciliate school and learning instruments?
Um, I remember I just managed my time. I just managed my time, like and because I would have regular days where I would just study for school, and then I joined like activities like marching band or symphonic band, and just practice playing music like after doing homework and such. So it was just a balance that I grew up with.
Okay, and also because your family were in the church, so church is involved with music, so was easier. Good for those starting now and trying to do something. Uh, I feel that we should stop worrying about likes and followers, etc., and worry about playing many instruments like V-Train. This guy. So your name is Vernon, right? Jeffries,
Yep, that's correct.
like Vernon Jeffries is doing. So he's producing music now, and he started when he was 28. But there, before, he was learning to play three different instruments: piano, ukulele. How many instruments? Tell me, which instrument is it?
There's a lot. There's piano, ukulele, guitars, both acoustic and electric. The drums, the mandolin, like the bells, like basically a lot of percussion instruments. And all because I started as a drummer and then was kicked and then found out I was good with my hands. So I figured I would move on to like other percussion instruments.
Great. So you agree that today we should stop worrying about likes and followers.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, keeps takes a lot of stress off of you, and like and also like with music and things like that, it takes time. It's not like you're let's say the top like the it's not like you're a celebrity where where you can like instantly get millions of likes and followers. It's like no, it's something if you're really concerned about that, like it's a marathon as they say, it's not a sprint. So
So, right. So when we start, obviously, we will not get on the top. If you are lucky, that's fine. But in this case, I agree with you. And also, I like to say something every time having an interview. I like to say something. If you do what you love, don't worry, because you are going to attract the right audience. You don't have to force or like there is people paying for fake likes, fake followers, etc. And we should not do that because then this is a fake audience too. Nobody's listening. It's just like robots. So I feel that you got that before starting. You already know because you just made your style of music what you like. It's not something you are just, oh, I want to be in the radio, I want to be in the music TV channels, I want to be everywhere, or you just start doing what you love, and this is a niche, and you found your audience. You have songs with more than almost 7,000 plays, and I'm talking about one song, that's The Fall. So you got what you deserved because you did what you loved. And it's not just to make polemic or music with bad words sometimes, this is really really good. I feel this is really positive, from your side, and I feel that the audience will just keep coming. Congratulations for that. So is there any message you want to send to our audience, the youngers and also the old ones like me, because I'm 39 but I'm just learning with you? That's good.
Yeah. Well, my advice, and I'm actually kind of cheating because I'm copying from like what another hip hop producer said when it comes to making music. Yeah, he said something along the lines of like, yeah, it's like make it something like you enjoy, and also don't make it all about followers or about money, because that can yeah, because that can ruin the product. Then just have it just first try to have a 9 to 5 job, like so that you can earn a paycheck to like not only pay for the bills but also pay so you can also pay for stuff that you wanna build your studio around. And once you do that, if you that you're on the right direction. And if you do decide you want to do music full time, then like if you have the stability on that, then that's good. That's great too. But overall, just be creative and put whatever your mind is on music. And to borrow another quote, it's like if you built it, they will come. So.
Great, that's amazing. Good message. We need people like you to work as a reference to the younger ones, because it's so difficult today on the internet. Everyone looking for likes and followers, they forget to produce music. They forget to improve their talent, to learn different instruments. People are just forgetting what is real music. And when I see people like you doing what we like, and you don't care about the audience, they are coming when they want, they will find you because this is a niche. And then I see that we still have hope that people will learn with what you are doing. That's amazing. And I want to ask about something personal, and I have my colleagues asking about this. So you have a job and also your artist career as a producer. You have another occupation.
Yep. So my occupation is like I want to keep, yeah, that I want to keep private because there's a lot of important information I don't want to disclose on here. But but basically it is a regular 9 to 5 job. But what's great about it is that they let me make my own schedule so that I can have time to do music on the side. So and actually it's the best of both worlds because like if I earn a good amount of income from music and plus with my job, it will help me a lot, not only like improve my studio but improve my house as well. So.
Great. So can you see, guys? Learn with Vernon because he is doing his thing. He's building his career as a producer. He's doing what he loves and still have a job. So it's possible to conciliate your professional career with your artistic career and build your artistic image online, uploading music to Spotify and all social networks, also doing the marketing promotion. So you are doing everything by yourself, right?
It's just me. So it's definitely learning process. And also want to add is like don't be afraid to make mistakes or failures because that's how we learn. And as a new producer, I've obviously came across a lot of those. And it's gonna happen. But what I keep myself encouraged is like it's like after this happened, but I've learned from that. I'm gonna do this instead. And that's a way that's a way to improve and get better. So
Okay, is anything like a tip you want to give us about music promotion or how to do the marketing campaign behind? Because music is not only put uploaded to Spotify and wait until it gets on people's ears. No, there is a structure behind a release. And in this case, you are using a website, right, to make promotions and send to playlists and curators. Can you talk about that, please?
yeah, sure. The tip, and I do a lot of borrowing. So, yeah, and so I actually learned my tips from an artist friend who I met on Instagram, and she does classes for that. So I'm kind of I'm kind of spoiling it for like from her. So if she sees this, like I'm totally sorry, but like, but the one tip she gave out was like always post consistently on social media, and the best way to get yourself noticed with your music is just follow the popular trend, and yeah, because and TikTok's a really good example for that, because you can post a video about a trend, and add your music to the background, and then once you upload it like to the public, like someone will come across it, and they'll start bobbing to it. It's like, oh, I really like this I really like this music. Where can I find this find this person? And it's also about the niche. Like, yeah, and then because if you're posting as a music producer, you'll come across other music producers, and they'll be like, hey, we like your stuff, let's collaborate, and then you start building connections that way, and then you end up reaching more people. So yeah,
So
social media is a very good tool
this
for
is
that.
like networking with
Hmm.
other professionals, and you are using hashtags to get to reach those professionals too, right?
Yep, hashtags. Yep, and yep, any words related to a trend or my own, yeah, or any topic I like.
Okay, what about get your music on reviews, blogs, music news portals? How does that work? Are you using a platform for that?
Yeah, I've gone to different platforms. Like, yeah, don't yeah. How I found this website is there's a really good website called Muso Soup. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but that's really good
Musosoap,
platform.
yeah, yeah, that's musosoap.com, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, it's a really good platform where you can submit your music, and different curators like could do a review on it when they like it, and then they share it. So yeah, that's one good. It's a really good website. That's what helped me get here. So
Oh, that's amazing. So welcome to MWT.biz. It's our community for professional independent artists and also producers. And also, you are invited to use our platform for music distribution if you need those services. You can even use that for free. It's pophits.co. And with that platform, your music goes to more than 150 music stores worldwide. And also, we place your songs inside the servers of TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and all main social networks. So people can use the songs on stories, etc., and help to build an organic audience through technology. So you are invited to use that platform, pophits.co. Also, I believe that you are just giving an amazing tip for those starting, because it's difficult to discover how to get your music on blogs, on music news portals, how to find people that they own playlists and they want to promote your music. It's difficult. So musosoap.com, they have everything, all those contacts inside just one platform. This is amazing. I just love it. And you are right. This is a very democratic platform, because I can see that everyone have a chance. It's not only just for pop singers, just for rappers, really famous rappers. No, no, it's for everyone. If you are starting now, or if you are you have a consolidated career, you still have the chance, and Muser Soap give that chance. Pophits.co gives that chance too, because this is not about how many likes, how many followers you have. It's just because your music is good or not. So it's all about talent, and you got in the right path. Congratulations for that too. So where we can find, because now we need to finish now. I could be talking to you for many hours because I love talking about how artists are building their careers, but we need to finish. So where we can find you? Just tell us again where we could find you, like websites, social networks, etc.
Yeah, absolutely. So on my website, www.btrainmusic.com, and once you find it, you can find my it's like you can find all my social media platforms. Either I think it's on the contact page, but yeah, but you can click on the links and find me there too. But most popular ones I use are Instagram. It's the I'm called like B Train Music One, all lower cases, no dash. And I'm on TikTok, like with at underscore V Train Music, and I'm on YouTube as B dash Train Music.
Great, great. I hope when you have a new release, just come back to us. We are going to make a new interview and talk about the new release then, all right? Because right now we are talking here about this main release that's let me just open here V-Train, and we have this Lo-Fi Sensation. That's your last release. So now we are talking about that. When you have a new one, just come back. We are going to have a new interview. Great?
Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, and I look forward to that when it happens.
Great. So thank you very much for your time. If we don't have professional independent artists like you making music and also teaching others how to do these things, we can't do our music TV channel, superpop.tv. So we need you. We need people like you. Thank you very much for your time, and I will be waiting for you next time. All right?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, it's a pleasure, and
See
thank you
you
for this
next
interview.
time then.
Yeah, sounds good. Sayonara. Have a good rest of your day, sir.
You too.